Hi guys. So I'm going to do the video of the pumpkin jar. Um, this is the one I had made. Uh, Everybody keeps asking me how I did it, how I made it. So I thought I would do a quick video to show you real quick. I do think I'm going to change a couple of things only because I have a couple of different other ideas I want to try, but I'm going to keep it as basic as I can to this technique. And then I'm going to make one with the same colors as this time, but the next video I'm going to make it in different colors because I do want to make, different colors of this pumpkin for, more of a variety, obviously. But this one I used the copper, the Let's Resin metallic powder, the copper, for the lid, for the little stem on the lid. And I'm gonna change that up to the Let's Resin Intense Chameleon and the maple. I want to try that on the stem, on the lid, to see. It's kind of like the same color in a way, but I do think that it might actually be nicer color-wise to match. And then for the glitter, I have this brown, like beautiful fall holographic glitter that I'm gonna use for that glitter part. And then for the white, I use white pigment paste, some white iridescent glitter, and then I also put in a couple drops of the golden alcohol pearl. It's an alcohol ink, but it's a pearl golden, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm actually ordering like a couple more bottles of this because it's amazing. It's absolutely gorgeous in a lot of different stuff. Like if you put it in by itself, or if you use it like in with other colors, it turns out really nice. So, and then I have an orange mica powder. I have an orangey peachy color powder. It's actually a nail powder, but they're gorgeous. You can burnish these right onto your silicone molds, and they turn out beautiful just by themselves. But I added in with this to tone down that orange a little bit, and then I have a little bit of the Let's Resin resin dye in caramel that I'm gonna put just a tiny little bit in to kind of like brown up the orange a little bit, to give it a little bit more of that burnt orangey kind of color instead of it just being like a super bright orange. Okay, so that's like the basic rundown of all the colors, the glitter, and stuff like that. I did already mix my resin up here, and I used the last bit that was in the jugs that I could get out, other than, of course, the couple little runoff drops that are going to be on the bottom. And what I'm going to do with that, actually, is I'm going to make some pigment paste out of the little bit that I have left in the A and the little bit that I have left in the B. And I'm going to try to make my own pigment paste for the first time in the next video that I'm going to, not the next video that I'm going to do, but one of my next videos coming up. That way I can get rid of the bottles and get them out of here. And then I don't have any pink pigment paste, and I use a lot of pink for a lot of projects. Seems like a lot of people want pink and gold and pink and white and pink. So I am going to try to make some pink pigment paste. So we're gonna try that, and then yeah. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna get my glitter mixed up in one pot. I have 3 pots here. I have one for my glitter, I have one for the white, and then I have one for the orange. So I'm going to get them separated and start getting those mixed up. And then I'm going to burnish the maple intense maple into the lid for the little stem, and then we'll go ahead and start getting things poured. Now, I did let my resin set for a little bit after I mixed it, but it still does have quite a few bubbles in it. So I will use a little bit of alcohol down in my mold, not in this one because I'm burnishing that chameleon in there, but I am going to put it at least in this pumpkin to help with a little bit of the bubbles. And then I also have my heat gun to try to help some as well. Okay, so I'm sorry and I apologize. I say a lot. I don't mean to, but I do. And I apologize ahead of time about that. It's something I'm trying to work on, especially with making videos as much as I'm trying to. I want to, you know, try to cut down on the stuff. But, okay, so this is the one we're going to use for the glitter, the white, and then the orange. And I got these little silicone mixing containers off of Temu. They come six, and they came 6 in a pack, and so they are like they're decent, but the bottoms are kind of rounded a little bit. I don't know if it was just like a defect in some of them because of the way they were smashed in my bag when they were delivered, or what the situation is, if they're all like that. But they're a little kind of rounded at the bottom, so they do tend to tip over a little bit easy if you're not careful and paying attention. So just a heads up, anybody out there decides they want to get any of them. So we're gonna do some for the glitter, and then I do a little bit more for my white than I do my orange. And I am gonna have leftover resin. I mixed up 9 ounces. So I will, you know, probably have a little bit left over of the resin, but that's okay. We can find something to put in there or to use it for, so it's not going to get wasted, I promise. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the video of me making this, doing all this, and then you guys already see obviously what it's going to look like when it's finished, or have a good idea of what it's going to look like when it's finished, because I already showed you the pumpkin before. But this one in particular that I'm doing right now, I'm actually going to demold and show you guys in my live stream tomorrow, which is gonna be exciting. Hopefully, I am praying that they unlock it. This is now officially Saturday. It is currently 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. So I will be about between 7 and 8 o'clock tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do a live stream with y'all and I'll demold this pumpkin during that live stream if anybody is interested in wanting to see what it looks like demolded. Like I said, it will look almost exactly the same as that one there. Generally in the same idea anyhow. So we're just gonna put some glitter in here, and I'm gonna use quite a bit of glitter. I also have the next pumpkin that I'm gonna do. I already know exactly what glitters I'm using and what colors I'm using. The one glitter that I'm going to be using is the fairy glitter from Reptiles and Resin, the fairy forest glitter. I'm going to be using that glitter for my top part, this part here that I'm doing this brown color now is going to be that fairy green color by Reptiles and Resin, and then I'm going to do the fairy forest green, intense green by Resin, and I think it's going to be really pretty with the fairy forest intense and then the glitter, and then I'm going to use some like cream, like a cream, mushroom cream kind of color, I guess you would say, to do the other color, like the third color. Instead of the white like I'm doing in this, it'll be like a mushroom cream color for the next one that I'm gonna be doing, which I'm already like super excited about doing the next one. I really should have got more of these pumpkin molds. I really should have. I have another one coming, but I get scared ordering certain molds from Temu. So a lot of times I'll order one, see how it is, and then I'll go back in and order a second, third, whatever, if they're, decent, because I've had quite a few molds show up that were bad, really bad. So, okay, that looks pretty good for the glitter. I got the glitter mixed in with that resin there. And then the next one we're gonna do is an orange. The orange, and then we are going to do the white. I'm just gonna use a baby wipe here to kind of wipe some of this up because I don't want everything kind of getting smashed in together, or where I don't want it to go. So alright, and then we're going to use some of this and then some of this. Alright, we're going to do some orange. And then some of this like pearl orange, peachy color, because it kind of like evens out a little bit of that real bright color that the other orange is. And then I'm just going to do a teeny tiny little drop of this caramel dye in here. And then we'll mix it up and see what the color is like, and we'll adjust it if we need to. So what you have to do is you have to say, do I want another problem in my life? Do I want this man angry with me who is close by? So yeah, you guys, if anybody didn't see my last video that I had posted, the Temu haul and the Let's Resin powders and that, I said in that video how I'm going to be doing my live stream, and I'm just waiting on them to unlock it. They say that sometimes it takes 24 hours, a little bit more than 24 hours sometimes for them to unlock it. So I'm just waiting for it to be unlocked, that way I can actually do my live stream. So I'm hoping to be able to do that. Well, today is technically Saturday, of course, it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning. So by like 7, 8 o'clock this evening, I'm hoping to be able to go on and do a live stream. I want to start doing live crafts with everybody, and you guys can help me pick out molds, you guys can help me pick out colors, glitters, designs, whatever. And also I'm going to be doing my very first giveaway, because I said as soon as I got to my 50 subscribers that I was able to start doing the live stream crafting. I was going to do give the 50 subscriber giveaway. And so I'm going to do the announcement of that giveaway and the live stream, and then Sunday I am going to do another live stream of the announcement of the winner. So tonight's live stream will be a craft along with the announcement of the giveaway, and then the announcement of the winner of the giveaway will be Sunday, during a live stream Sunday. So if anybody is going to be interested in wanting to be entered in the giveaway, stay tuned to watch for the live stream. And, you know, you have to be a subscriber to my channel to be entered. And then you'll have to like the video, like the live stream video, and then leave me one comment and then that you know want to be entered into the contest, and then that will then I'll take your names, everybody's names and information in that, and put it in for the drawing. And I'm gonna do the picking of the winner right on the live stream, so that way everybody will be able to see, you know, obviously that I wasn't rigging anything or doing anything. You know, I'm just gonna put all the names in a hat and shake them up, reach in and pick one out, and then that'll be the winner. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be making some different kinds of pigment paste, and pink is definitely one I 100% want to do, because like I was saying earlier, here we go with the messes, here we go. But like I was saying earlier, I use a lot of pink in a lot of stuff, so we're gonna be definitely trying to do a pink pigment paste. I use a lot of not just the dyes, but the alcohol inks too, the pink alcohol ink. And so I thought, well, this is an awesome opportunity to use up that little bit of resin that'll be left in the jugs, and it'll give me an opportunity to try for my very first time to make a pigment paste. And then if it works, hence the word works, then I will have some pink pigment paste, and then we will test that pigment paste out in something to see how it works. So there's the white, and you guys, like, I made sure that it was white, like it's completely opaque. And then I'm going to add some of this white iridescent glitter in here, and it's absolutely beautiful glitter. It's gorgeous glitter, and it's a very fine glitter. It's not like the chunky glitter like the holographic glitter is, where it has the chunky and the fine in it. Is completely just very fine. It's gonna be absolutely beautiful in my snowflake ornaments that I'm gonna be doing. Yeah, which is gonna be really cool. So alright, I think them are good. I'm gonna let them just sit for a minute and kind of degas a little bit while I burnish the maple color onto the stem of this pumpkin Just trying to get rid of some of these bubbles, and then we'll let it degas and kind of. Sorry about all the little buggies because we live in the middle of nowhere in the woods, and we have a bunch of bugs all constantly. So, alright, now we are going to take the lid to this pumpkin, and we are going to use the Let's Resin Maple, the Intense, Let's Resin Intense, and the Maple to do the little stem here. And I'm really excited to see what this is going to look like. Once it's, done, because I've never seen anybody use the maple. I'm not saying nobody has ever used the maple, obviously, I guarantee you people have, but I've never seen anybody in any videos use it, so I'm really excited to see, like, what the color is gonna look like. But from what it looks like on the bottle, and then, like, when I kind of, like, rubbed it on my hand a little bit, it's a really beautiful, like, goldy fall color. So I'm excited to see what it's gonna look like done. Oh yeah, you guys, it's really pretty. I'm really hoping that it turns out nice. I mean, I guarantee you it probably will, because I've never been disappointed by, like, anything that's chameleon powders or anything, because, like, the ones that I've used before from Temu even are really nice. They always turn out really, really pretty. So I guarantee you these ones are going to turn out nice as well, because they're the Let's Resin chameleon, and they're the Intense chameleon as well, so kind of gave you a double, triple whammy. Oh my. I want to do a video of me using these in different molds, and that way I can get a better idea too of what all the colors look like, backed in black or backed in white or mixed in with colors. And oh yeah, the black cherry, I tried it a little bit ago on a little heart mold that I found, and it was so pretty. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm actually just gonna tap out the extra of this into this glitter. It's not gonna hurt anything. They probably won't even see it in there, but there's no way I'm gonna get it back into the container at this point. So instead of it getting wasted and dumped out on, into the garbage or whatever, I'll just put it into the glitter.
Why did you get into difficulty with your prior bills? Because at the time I was living with a boyfriend and I was the only one working, and I could no longer support both of us. So I moved out. And when you moved out, the utilities were in your name? Mm-hmm. So how much do you owe them? I never received any of the bills after I moved out. I have no idea how much I owe. Well, let's just make a phone call. All right.
Okay. So, that is that. And I'm just going to close this back up so I don't end up knocking it over, guys. The way my hands are, I don't trust myself to not knock it over and cause chaos. So, I just save myself the anguish and pain by just taking that extra second and closing my jars. Especially with stuff like that where you pay, you know, good money for, and it doesn't really come with a lot in the bottle. You don't want to dump it out. That's for sure, that's for sure. So, I do need to start working on my Bible box as well, because I want to give it to the pastor at this church that helps out our local community a lot on Wednesday. So I want to make sure that I have it done before Wednesday. So I do want to start working on that as well here over the next day or two, and I'll probably do a video of that. Now, the Bible box is not resin. It's not a resin project. So, if you're only strictly interested in resin or resin projects, you know, that won't be a video that, you know, you're gonna want to watch. I'm mainly using paints and stuff for that. Now, I do have some pieces that I made ahead of time already with resin that I'm going to be adding to the Bible box for decoration and that, like some corner pieces. And then I also made a cross and stuff out of resin that I'm putting on it. But the majority of it's going to be just paint. So, painting and decorating and stuff. So, yeah. If you're not really interested in that kind of stuff, then not the video necessarily for you. So, I just cleaned up the lid from the intense mica powder. And we're going to go ahead and start getting this pumpkin poured. So, after you get your color burnished into your stem, you're going to take your glitter that you mix up and dump it in. Now, this is pretty thick because, you know, I already had waited quite a while after mixing it before I even started this video, and then it's been a while since I've been mixing and that, and so yeah, it's getting quite warm and thick on me already. So I'm just kind of squishing it into the little stem there, trying to make sure it all gets down in there. And then we're gonna fill this up the rest of the way. This, I honestly, guys, this glitter is really, really pretty. It is very, very pretty. Like, the video, I can't even show you in the video, to be, you know, accurate enough with how pretty it is. Especially, like, a Temu glitter. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm just kind of going around the edges here to make sure that there's no like air pockets or air bubbles or anything. The best I can do, because it's not, you know, nothing's ever guaranteed or perfect, especially with resin projects. You sometimes, as much as you try hard to make sure that you don't get the bubbles, you're still going to get the bubbles sometimes. And don't beat yourself up over it. It happens. And, you know, you just kind of learn And that's how I kind of been doing things even myself, is trial and error. You know, you learn from doing it, you learn from making mistakes, you learn from watching other people and their mistakes. And some YouTubers don't like videoing their mistakes. They want to only video like the good turnouts and that, where me personally, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna video everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So that way everybody can see, you know, what to do, what not to do, what worked for me, what didn't, that kind of stuff. So I just got a little micro brush here, and I'm gonna just double check real quick to make sure I don't have any bubbles. Well, I'm gonna try my best to make sure I don't have any bubbles. There ain't no guarantee, like I said, but we do the best we can, right? So that's the lid. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with this pumpkin. I'm going to take the glitter and I'm going to put it down in the bottom around the sides. And if it gets on, you know, in the top here, that's okay. It's not gonna matter. All right, so don't, you know, freak out and panic and think, oh my god, it's making a mess. No, it's okay. Trust me, it'll be all right. It just makes everything a little bit more unique. If things are not completely perfect, it makes things one of a kind. Your own little, you know, it's your own little signature, I guess you would say. So we're going to just put the rest of this glitter down in the bottom, which is actually going to end up being your top of your pumpkin. And let's get this down in here. Oh no, I didn't spray it. Oh well, okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We will make it work, guys. If I have to fix some bubbles whenever it's done, I guess we'll fix some bubbles whenever it's done. It's okay. Alrighty. Trying to get as much of the glitter out as I can, but it's really hard to get glitter out. This glitter out. The hexagon pieces, you know, they like to stick to the side of the container. Okay, so that's that one is done now. The glitter. Alright. And like I said, it does not matter. It's okay if some of the glitter gets like other places. It's okay. It's gonna still turn out beautiful. You just have, you know, have to have a little bit of faith in yourself. Okay. So now we got that, the glitter in there. Okay. And in our lid over here, which I'm gonna just torch real quick because the bubbles are coming up and I just want to kind of stay on top of it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and spray down in here a little bit. because I did not spray before I started pouring the glitter, which I should have. Alright guys, now we're gonna take our orange and then we are gonna take this golden alcohol pearl ink and we're gonna shake it really good because we're gonna do the white next, and we're going to take this gold alcohol ink and we're gonna kind of drop drops of the gold alcohol ink in as we are doing the white. We're dumping the white in. So we are gonna take this white. I'm just gonna try to hold this stick a little bit. And we want to get this white going down in here. And then just a drop, a drop, a drop, a drop. You don't want a lot, you know, because you want that white to be in there to kind of separate the darker colors from the glitter, and then your darker colors with the orange. So you don't want like a whole bunch of the gold in there. I mean, unless that's what you like, then obviously, yeah, go for it. Put as much of it in there as you want. But it's nice to have the white in there to kind of balance out the darker colors in between as well. So we are gonna get this white in here.
Furniture and bedding. Is this all your stuff that you bought?
The ones that are checked on the side, the dresser, the mirror, the entertainment.
A dresser, mirror, and a four-door chest. Is that right?
Yes, and the entertainment center.
All this property was purchased. The delivery date was February 2005. So what you're telling me is you gave away a mirror that was new, a four-door chest that was new, and you sold an entertainment center. Is that what you're telling me?
That is correct.
Now, did you have any sort of an agreement with her to pay rent?
No.
Tell me about the agreement that you say you had for rent.
So everybody getting into the fall season and Halloween season. You guys, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. So we literally just started having like our Halloween decorations and our Halloween stuff, like literally just maybe 2 weeks ago. They started putting stuff out in the stores for Halloween decorations and that. And me and my daughter were out shopping the other day, and they're already starting to put out Christmas decorations. You guys, it's only coming into September, and they're already putting out Christmas decorations. Not cool. Don't get me wrong, I love Christmas. I love Christmas decorating. But we haven't even got to fall and Halloween. This is only going to be the beginning of September. And like they barely had the Halloween decorations out and they're already starting to put Christmas up. So I was kind of shocked about that. I'm not gonna lie. So alright guys, that's our white with the gold pearl alcohol ink. And again, I'm just kind of spraying a little bit of alcohol to pop some of those bubbles for the next layer to come in. And then we're going to do our orange next.
Training do you have to be a peer guide? Nothing. Well, who taught you how to do it?
She did.
You mean you don't need any special training?
Basically, what we do is pierce ears and sometimes nose.
Do you have a license for piercing?
I don't think that we need a license, no.
What else do you
We're
pierce other than
going
ears,
to go ahead and just
Only
fill it up
only ears
ear
and
and
noses?
the rest of the way with the orange.
oh, that's against the law. That's what I know. That belongs to body piercing. We're not doing ear piercing.
Well, your ears are part of your body and your nose is part of your body. Left side, look. Who are you?
Now, I mixed up 9 ounces of resin for this pumpkin, and I do have about
Some other places where you could
an ounce left. So, I mean, generally speaking, you really only need 8 ounces for this. But I always like to make sure I make an extra like ounce whenever I'm doing stuff, because sometimes, especially like when you're doing glitter, you know, stuff with glitter and that in it, you know, it kind of changes the amount a little bit at times depending on what you're using and what you're doing. And so I like to make a little bit more than the exact amount of what I'm going to need.
What did you say to her?
And like I said, I'll just throw some color in it or some glitter in the leftover and put it in something else. Make you know, little bookmarks, or put them in a little shaker mold for some, you know. And then like what I normally do is when somebody orders something from me, I'll throw them other things in as like the free gifts, you know. And if somebody orders from me and they say they, you know, they have grandkids, then I'll throw some little kids shakers in there for them to put on their backpacks, you know, especially with school starting back up. Oh my goodness, it feels like just yesterday all the little ones were getting out of school and now they're starting back in school. So it's craziness. It's craziness. I don't know where this whole summer went. I mean, I know majority of my summer I spent in the hospitals and that, so it feels like it just flew because I really didn't get to enjoy much of the summer and being outside or going fishing or doing much of anything, to be honest with you. But yeah. Oh, why did I do that? Because I need to. So now that we got this part in here, the orange, I'm just gonna hit it again with the torch, and then I'm gonna take my popsicle stick and I'm just gonna kind of drag it up and down real quick along the side here. Whoop. That way I can kind of mix some of the colors up. But down along the side, yeah, I'm making a mess. Sorry, guys. And we'll mix some of these colors up down along your sides here so that it kind of like spreads down and swirls in. And it's not just layer. It kind of gives it a little bit of a swirl to it. Yep. Alright guys, that's about the gist of it right there. Now, the last one I made, my resin wasn't this thick. I didn't wait as long in doing my mixing and pouring and that. So it did, you know, obviously it did mix a little bit better than this is doing, because it's really thick now, so it's like really hard to get it to kind of do what I want it to do. But it's okay because it'll still turn out amazing and unique and different and fun and all the other good things. So, yeah, guys, that's about the gist of how I did the pumpkin. And I'm just going to kind of take this baby wipe and just kind of wipe my mess up a little bit on the mold. I'm good at making messes and then it bothers me because I don't like messes, so I can't leave nothing alone. I can't leave it alone. I've ruined so many resin projects because I couldn't leave something alone, and I kept picking at it and picking at it, picking at it, picking at it, and I was like, oh, now it's messed up, and you know what I mean? So I'm trying to do better with that as well. And I just started doing resin and stuff, so I'm learning. I'm still learning. So everybody, thank you that, if you are a seasoned resin artist and you are watching this, thank you for being patient with me. And all you new ones out there that are fresh or newer than me, learn from my craziness, my messes, and we'll learn together. And if you guys have any ideas on anything, you're more than welcome to let me know. I absolutely love getting comments and ideas and stuff like that. So you please, any comments that you have, any ideas that you have, any recommendations that you have, I am more than happy and willing to take it all, every bit of it. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of keep an eye on my pumpkin and my lid now to make sure that I kind of try to stay on top of the bubbles a little bit. Normally, I would say, if you have a debubbler, then use it because it'll make your life so much easier. I do have one, but the one I got does not work very well. The one I ordered from Amazon, it does not work very well. So it actually ended up ruining some of my resin that I put in there, and it ended up putting so many bubbles inside of my resin that I couldn't use it. So I'm not using that anymore. I will try to do my best with what I can, and that's about the gist of it, guys. Until I can come up with the money to be able to buy a really good resin bubble removing machine, then we'll go from there. But yeah, I'm not gonna make my life harder by using that thing and it ruining my resin, or so yeah, that's about it, guys. And I have, like I said, I have about an ounce of resin left here, clear resin, that I'm just gonna go ahead and mix something in with and dump it in one of my molds real quick after the video here. And then yeah, you guys come check out tomorrow's live stream. Like I said, it should be between 7 and 8 o'clock, somewhere in there. I'm gonna try to go live And obviously, like I was saying earlier, it will depend on if they have unlocked it yet. They say usually it's between 20, around the 24-hour mark. So I'm hoping that, the live streaming will be unlocked for me by tomorrow evening. We're going to do the announcement of the giveaway. We're going to do a craft on live stream together, chit chat and talk, and let me get to know you guys. And if you guys have any questions about me, ask away. I have no problem answering any of your questions, personal or not. I'm an open book. I, love to share my life, and, I have no problem with anybody sharing their life experiences or things or projects or whatever with me. I think that our Resin community on YouTube is absolutely the most beautiful bunch of people I've ever met in my life, and that is true to my word. So I am actually ecstatic about it. And so, yeah, you guys, that's it. Come on by my live stream tomorrow, and we will unmold the pumpkin and check it out and see how it turned out, and then get into another craft project on live stream, do some questions, some the announcement of the giveaway and stuff. So we got all kinds of fun stuff coming up this evening. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, if you had a good time and want to come along and check it out tomorrow, give my video a thumbs up and come check out my video. Actually, it's not tomorrow, it's tonight, technically, Saturday night. And come check out my live stream and let me know what you guys think. All right, bye-bye.